I've owned the Mavic 2 Pro since the end of August 2018, and just recently I realized I've had it for full 6 months now, so I thought I'd make an update video to let you guys know what I think about the drone now that I've seen a lot of firmware updates for it. I've used it in pretty much all types of weather and I've gotten used to all of its pros and cons. This video is not going to go in depth about the features of the drone because by now pretty much everyone is familiar with them, but I want to focus on what has changed ever since the drone was released and how it affected my overall experience with owning the drone. I think in the first couple of months of owning the drone I was a bit disappointed by the lack of updates and the lack of some features that were standard in previous DJI drones. Luckily, DJI has been working a lot to improve the drone and has released multiple firmware updates that either fixed some bugs or added new features. We've seen precision landing being added to the drone. We also had some changes in tripod mode which allow us to customize the mode and make it even better. The hyperlapse modes have been massively improved. Now you can customize your speed, direction, save your waypoints and generally get way more out of this mode. Also, all quickshot modes saw an update that enabled the lateral vision systems of the drone when using quickshots, and that is great for minimizing the risk of crashing the drone and using it at its full potential. During my use of the Mavic 2 Pro, I've had no issues with the range or the signal whatsoever. I have to say OcuSync 2.0 is still one of my favorite things about this drone. The freedom it gives you and the peace of mind you can fly basically everywhere with it without losing signal is something that I definitely appreciate. Speaking of OcuSync 2.0, there is no way not to mention the smart remote controller for the Mavic 2 Pro, which was released in early 2019. This remote connects to the drone wirelessly and boots up and it's ready to go in about 30 seconds, which is a huge improvement over the regular devices we use. And let's not forget the 5.5-inch built-in screen with a brightness of 1000 nits. It's great to use in any weather, from extreme cold to a very bright and sunny weather. However, I'm not too happy with how DJI handles the updates on these devices, as just like any other Android-based device, it's on the bottom of their priority list when it comes to updating the firmware or the app. Hardware-wise, the smart remote is great and I enjoy using it when I fly my drone, but I think when it comes to software, there are still some things to be desired. I have to say a few words about the improved versions of some modes that we have seen in the other Mavic models, the original Mavic Pro and the Mavic Air. First, let's mention the APAS mode in which the drone can move independently while avoiding obstacles in its way. In the Mavic 2 Pro we have the new APAS 2.0 mode, which has been improved over its first iteration in the Mavic Air, and although it definitely works better, I just can't make myself use it regularly as I prefer to control the drone manually and not rely on this mode when it comes to flying around obstacles. However, I still have to say I'm happy they continue to work on this mode in order to improve it and make it easier for pilots to fly in tough areas. Speaking of second iterations for modes we already know, Active Track 2.0 is definitely a much better mode than it ever was, and the ability of the drone to keep the object you're following in frame is impressive. It works so much better than before and it's one of my favorite modes to use when trying to keep up with an object. Lastly, just recently we saw the long-awaited Waypoints 2.0 mode, which comes with tons of different settings that you can tweak, tons of ways to customize your flight and automate your whole path. I like it a lot and I see a lot of potential in this mode. My only wish is for a web version of Waypoints 2.0 so we can work on our missions from home, from our computers, and plan them even better. So to sum up, pretty much everything I was wishing for in the beginning is now here. Even though it has been a while since the drone was released, I'm still happy that DJI has been working hard on these updates and the drone feels a lot more complete now. Other than that, my general user experience with the Mavic 2 Pro has been nothing short of amazing. The drone is light, portable, it's super quick to set up, and I've had no issues with compass calibrations or IMU fails. Everything just works as intended and I couldn't be happier with that. By using the drone a lot and experimenting with some different settings, I'm now a lot more confident in the photos and videos I take with it, and if you want to see more of the content I create with the Mavic 2 Pro, please feel free to follow me on Instagram at Supremacy. I try to share as many of my drone shots as I can. After thinking about it for a while, I can definitely say that the Mavic 2 Pro is the best drone you can get right now, at least in my opinion. The combination of power, portability, safety features, intelligent modes, and flight range make this drone the best consumer drone you can get right now to use in pretty much any scenario you can think of. I think this exact reason was why the original Mavic Pro became such a massive success on the market. It was the mixture of all of its features that made it so special, and I believe the Mavic 2 Pro follows the same path. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please blow up the like button and subscribe with the bell on if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Mike from Supremacy, and until next time, take care.